Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I am Tom. I want you to know that there was an attempt. There was a video I just recorded playing this that didn't quite work. So we're going to be taking this job, same job as I just took. I think yeah. These are the same jobs we had last episode. These are the same jobs that I've just looked at. So it's a special delivery. These work a little bit differently than regular deliveries. You're going to see how. Oh, this is not the same job, in fact. What is this? We're hauling a massive silo now. Okay. Fantastic. They'll get that all set up. So, blah, 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 all these rules here. Essentially, you have to stay with the lead car and between the lead and rear car, and whenever this merging happens, you're essentially just following that car there. That's totally fine. The entire time, maintaining speed limits. You don't need to pay any attention to red lights. It's a different truck as well. Now, the reason there was an attempt is because I did attempt to install the minor urban overhaul mod. Something I need to be super aware of here is... What's the size of this damn thing? It's big. It's pretty big. Oh no, don't slow down too much. Yeah, so... Minor urban overhaul. How the hell did I just say that? Minor urban overhaul. It didn't really work. See, we're aware of issues with that mod. One of which is that... oh, hang on. Let's go nice and wide, because we are hauling a wide piece of kit here. You got plenty of room there? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes, yes. One issue is Los Angeles, right? When at nighttime, apparently the buildings in Los Angeles are lit up incredibly brightly. Oh, they're not going to move. Oh, there we go. I was going to say they're not going to move because they think there's traffic coming. There's not. Okay, we're good. We have an assist from these lead vehicles and police vehicles everywhere, blocking off the roads for us so that we don't have to bother too much with the traffic. The other issue, the other known issue with minor urban overhaul is that it does affect special transport jobs, particularly going through Oakland. Apparently they can be uncompletable. I say we don't have to bother with red lights, but we do when there's somebody ahead of us like this. So what happened was I played through the job. We were carrying a massive red box on that occasion. It was a large tech piece is what I think it was described as. And we made it basically all the way down to wherever it is we're going. Fresno to Bakersfield, right? We made it down to Bakersfield. But then the sat-nav did this weird thing. It looped me back around onto the motorway here again, the freeway. And it wanted me to go back up the road a ways and then do another U-turn and come back down. And then eventually it would presumably take me into Bakersfield. The sat-nav had calculated that route. On this occasion, judging by how many miles we've got left, 100 miles, it doesn't look like that is the case. So we're good. But minor urban overhaul changes urban environments a little bit, changes the roads around them there. And then special transports appear to have difficulty calculating what you're supposed to be doing when you're traveling in those areas. Which means we've got a decision to make in that case. We can either forego doing any special transport jobs like this one, which is fine because they're boring anyway. Like you're maintaining the speed limit, you're following the lead vehicle like this, and they're leading the way. You have no decisions to make really. It's just point A to point B. The things that make them difficult are that they are heavy, they are extra large like this. So that's what makes them interesting. But they're kind of boring in terms of just you know, what we're doing here. And the other option is that we simply don't use the minor urban overhaul mod, which is also acceptable. We haven't been using it so far. And I think I just wanted to make sure that they had enough space to get past me there. Minor urban overhaul. The thing is, if it has that one issue, then it likely has some others. Well, we know it has at least one other. And I already need to edit it to, like I need to go into the files specifically and get rid of a couple of files in there that are supposed to handle traffic density spawning, essentially. So same as the traffic density mod. So it has that sort of incompatibility with that, and I have to make that edit. So I think it's just not worth it to have minor urban overhaul installed. Which is a shame, but hey, what can we do? I'd rather the base game still worked as expected than have slightly more detailed urban environments. I have, however, installed another mod in between episodes. I don't think we'll see it on this journey, but it's real gas stations. I'll put a link in the description to the mod. But now, rather than seeing the game's fake brand gas stations, we should be seeing real ones. So rather than GP, we will be seeing BP. We will see Shell, etc., etc. The reason I didn't have that installed in the first instance, like when I did all my initial installations, is because I hadn't found one that was compatible necessarily with Grimes' Trailers and Companies pack, which changes some of the in-game companies. There are a bunch of real gas stations mods for American Truck Simulator, just as there are for Euro Truck Simulator 2. But the two biggest ones either modify in-game companies as well, so become incompatible with Grimes' pack, or they're unmaintained and haven't been for ages, and so have a lot of probable problems in 1.4.4. But I will link to the one that I ultimately decided to install and we are using in the description below. Yeah, I think we won't be doing another special transport for a while. This is basically just tedious. But we'll do this one. We'll take it from Fresno to Bakersfield, and from Bakersfield we'll try and pick a job that hopefully gets us back to Los Angeles. From Los Angeles we will finally think about purchasing our own truck. And once we've got that, we can start going further afield than we have been doing. We can go to Mexico. Eventually we can go to Canada. So special deliveries, you have to maintain your speed limit. I know we're doing 42 at the moment, but that doesn't matter terribly. As long as we're, sticking to around 40, the lead car will force us to maintain that speed anyway. We have to follow them specifically. I don't even know if we can. We can't really. Yeah. If the rear vehicle merges and then the lead vehicle merges, I'm supposed to merge along with them, which is fine. I can't see the rear vehicle. I suppose unless it did change lanes, I would be able to then. But all I have to do essentially is follow this guy in front. Ignore red lights, as they'll just lead us straight through them. Stay in lane behind them. If we change lanes, that will count as having stopped following them. Which is what happened on our... Well, I didn't change lanes actually. I followed them precisely. It's what happened on this botched job that I just did. Followed them exactly. We came up to the exit for Bakersfield, but then the sat-nav wanted to guide us around and then back up this road here, which I'm definitely noticing is changed from the road that we were on in the minor urban overhaul version. Yeah, on this occasion. See, we'd go up here, we'd go across the top, and then we'd come back down the other side. That's what it wanted to do. And then, as soon as we got back out onto the road, it complained that I'd stopped following the vehicle. Even though that's exactly what they did, and all I was doing was following them. Ooh, hello. I got that stuck a bit. I'm having a bit of trouble pulling it around as well. Yeah, I might need to back up just a teensy bit. Hang on. See if I can pull it out. Yeah, I don't want to move into the rear escort. I just want to give myself this ever so slight bit more space if I can. Come on. Get around the bend. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I've almost got it. No damage done either, so that's good. That's good. Yeah, so we did turn left here, and as soon as we got back down onto the road down there, the game complained that I'd stopped following them, and I had options to either reset to an earlier save or abandon. Resetting to an earlier save was just... It was less than a second before. So the same thing just happened in a loop. Following which, I attempted to abandon and the game crashed, so... We'll be doing without minor urban overhaul, I think, for the time being, at least until some of those kinks get worked out.
Go straight on.
I want to see if I can see any gas stations. I haven't yet. We are just going to do this one short, annoying, tedious special delivery in this episode. and then we'll take a look at the job market for any jobs that might take us back to Los Angeles.
Go straight on.
I think we have more fun doing regular jobs than we do doing a special delivery. Once we get back to Los Angeles, I'm thinking of purchasing our own truck, so we'll be working from the freight market from that point on. I don't know if special deliveries show up in the freight market, or if they're just they're on the quick jobs menu. Because I don't know if they always supply you with a truck, or if some of them can just supply you with a trailer and you can use your own truck. Okay, we need to give ourselves plenty of room to get around here. It shouldn't matter that I just overlap into this lane a little bit, just as long as I've got enough. Look, I'm going to knock that lamppost down, aren't I? I definitely mounted something back there. There's just not enough room on these roads. I think I can stop following you at this point because you're heading that way. I just need to take it in and park it up. It looks like straight ahead. I don't want to skip parking on this occasion. Do I? What's happened? No, wait, seriously, what's happened? I'm not caught on anything. It's not touching anything, is it? Whatever it got stuck on. We're past it now. There we go. So yeah, I'll just pull into position. Oh, you can't really see. I see it out this other side mirror. There we go, turned green. Job complete. Didn't even pay that well. Because it wasn't that far. But in general, those are supposed to... Oh yeah, I suppose it gave us quite a bit more in terms of XP. Not a great deal of pay. But if we can maybe find a job heading to Los Angeles from here, that would be great. Bakersfield to Montrose, Winnemucca, Yuma, Ontario, Oxnard, Los Angeles. Fantastic. We want to take that job. It's an aircraft engine. Ooh. That's interesting. It also doesn't pay well. Like, that's really terrible compared to, look, it's $19 per mile, whereas this one's 28. So much less per mile, but it gets us back to where we want to be, which is Los Angeles, California, home to Big Mac, who's wanting to be an actor. Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll take that job back over to Los Angeles in the next episode, and then we will think about purchasing our own truck and carrying on from there. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining me for this. I have been Tom, and ta-ra!